All right. Hello, everyone. How you guys doing today? So today I'm going to talk about XRP. This is long overdue. I should have did this earlier this week. I apologize with everything that's been going on. So I'm going to hit up two cryptocurrencies today. One is XRP. The other one is actually going to be ADA or Cardano. And we're going to talk about those. But we want to talk about Ripple today and their use of XRP. And someone asked me what I thought about it. So we're just going to talk about XRP. Yes, it's one of the top ones. This is not a video on whether it's a solid project or not or anything like that. It's just really my thoughts and views on XRP and what I believe is going to happen. So first and foremost, we can see here that after everything that has happened, the sky is falling, the SEC is suing Ripple. There are a lot of other crypto projects have been sued by the SEC for their ICOs, and then they just made it just fine. Like they've been just fine afterwards. So we're going to get into that. But as you guys can see, after everything that has happened, we are still looking at a 24-hour volume of 13 billion. Hold on, let me go ahead and refresh this because you guys know how it is. It changes constantly. Sorry, my computer is a little bit slow. All right. So again, there we go. 12. We're looking at a volume of 12 billion, and then we're looking at a circulating supply of 45 billion. So, as you guys can see here, January in 2018, it hit $1.18. Yeah, no, $1.87. I thought it got higher than that. I could be mistaken. Yeah, there we go, $3.37. There we go. Now, as you guys know, here in 2021, it's taking a huge slide. First off, it went down, and then we got into that lull period, and then now we're down here. Way down here. It's currently at 32 cents. Look, I wouldn't it's the market rank is number 4, people. One of the things that I want to talk about is the fact that after everything that just happened, the SEC is let me put it this way. After everything that has happened, XRP is still standing strong. It has not slidden down to like number 50 or number 80. It's still being used, and I say this all the time, and I'm going to say this again. The America is not the end all be all when it comes to the cryptocurrency space. America is falling behind. I actually made a video of America falling behind because we're having a hard time trying to adjust to this whole cryptocurrency market. Anything cryptocurrency, anything blockchain, the leaders, the governments are having a hard time adjusting because of the fact it's just they want to stay in control, and they're having trouble staying in control. So that's a problem for them. But I wanted to talk about Ripple real quick. Right here, it says that Ripple tried to settle with the SEC ahead of the XRP lawsuit. The CEO said. So basically, he says, I can't get into specifics, but no, we tried and will continue to try with the new administration to resolve this. Garland House said about why Ripple didn't settle with the SEC. Now, if you're not from this country, Democrats are taking over the Senate, the House, and then also the presidency. Now, what does this mean? This means that laws, any laws that need to go through or anything that needs to happen, they actually have full control, and they will use their power to the max to try to improve. So, or change the country. What does this mean for everyone else? What does this mean for Ripple? This means that Ripple most likely is going to be okay, especially in the United States. I know right now it looks pretty down, but yeah, it's gonna be okay. Um, Ripple have a lot of connections. And you guys know, some of you guys who's been following this for a long time know that Ripple has a lot of connections. So they're going to be just fine. Basically, it says the SEC alleged that Ripple Garland House and former CEO and current chairman Chris Larson has sold 1.3 billion worth of XRP in unregistered security sales since 2013, and an ongoing violation of the law. The federal regulator claims that these raises were used to fund its operations. The charge came fresh off of SEC's blah 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 against Telegram and Kick. Telegram and Kick also were they got sued. They settled and they're moving on. Two messaging platforms that regulators violated laws due to their initial coin offerings or token pre-sales ahead of launching the Gram and token. We see a lot of this. We see a lot of the initial coin offerings, ICOs or token pre-sales, and everything. And so, how should I say this? If you're over here in America, and this is one of the reasons why I believe that the hot token has not been on Binance, the hot token has not been on Coinbase, because of the fact that once it's more distributed, I believe that it will, or hollow fuel comes out, I do believe that it'll almost be immediately listed on exchanges. But because of all of these, the ICOs and the things that happened in the past, people are a little bit hesitant to do things, and they're even more hesitant now than ever to kind of move forward with things in here in America. So it's a little setback, but at the end of the day, we have to understand. So I know a lot of people are like, "Ooh, is this what's the word? Is this a security? Is that a security? Blah 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 blah." First off, I made a video on the Howey test, but then I deleted it because it could have definitely been better, and then I didn't explain things kind of correctly. But there are a lot of YouTube videos out there that actually talk about the Howey test, and basically it's 4 things that it basically goes by and all that good stuff. So like whatever. The point is that the Howey test is old. The Howey test is going to be done with in the next 2 to 3 years. I promise you. I can't promise you. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor, so if you made it this far, I want to let you know that I'm not a financial advisor. I can't. I'm not a professional anything, possibly a professional basketball coach, but that's neither here nor there. The point is that yeah, when it comes to these tokens, they're doing just fine, and they will move forward. If you it says similarities can be drawn to Block One, a company that did successfully settle charges with the SEC in 2019, and those are the guys with EOS, and EOS is just doing just fine right now. So XRP. He did not answer one of his own posted questions about whether Ripple paid exchanges to list XRP, only saying Ripple has no control over where XRP is listed. And this is kind of sort of true. Like anybody can hold, like Ripple is not in charge of all of the XRP. It's not. It's so they don't have any control on what exchanges are going to be listed. Now, do I believe that Ripple paid exchanges to list XRP? I most definitely do. I do think that they had maybe some kind of backdoor payment type thing going on. I wouldn't be surprised. So, yeah, I do. Yeah. And it's not a bad thing. I mean, we look at some people say, oh, well, that's bad. They're paying exchanges to list their coin or whatever. But when you look at advertising, when you look at anything, you're a company. You want to advertise. You want to do things. And you see a lot of these guys who do YouTube videos and stuff like that. And they have all of these advertisings, and they're being paid to tell someone about their product. And it is what it is. And so it's just a way to get out there. Now, just because it's listed on an exchange don't mean that you're tying someone's hand and telling them to buy it. It just means that they have more opportunity to purchase said coin or token. So there's absolutely no need to freak out about XRP. I don't think there's any need to freak out about Ripple, because I do think that Ripple, I think that Stellar, I think, most definitely Ethereum, especially when there's upgrades on the Ethereum network. It's just crazy. And we're starting to see that a lot of these coins and tokens are starting to become inoperable, and that's where the big money is going to come in, is when they're all going to be like, hey, you know what? You're with remittances, but I'm going to help you out because you're with video games, and I'm going to help you out because you're with cell phones, and it's all going to start connecting. And then once we get to that point, it's going to be crazy. Obviously, I have to put in my 2 cents about holochain. That's the reason why, one of the reasons why I like holochain is because it's going to make blockchains work even better than what they are right now. So it's actually going to improve cryptocurrency, which is a very good thing, and make more cryptocurrencies more interoperable. And that's the huge thing, is more interoperable. And then once more cryptocurrencies are more interoperable, we can get rid of all of this whole Bitcoin maximalist XRP army, we can just the Ethereans. I don't know. I just made that up. But the point is that we're going to get to a point to where all of it's going to be connected. And for us, for the people who are invested early, we'll be able to take a look at some things, and we'll be able to save our money, and then do whatever we want and reap the benefits of once everyday normal people start to come into the market. So this is actually, I kind of wanted, let's see here. And for some of you guys who don't know what XRP is, before I get into my little small rant, XRP, the best digital asset for global payments. XRP offers financial institutions the fastest, most reliable option, sourcing liquidity on demand. So basically, Ripple tries to work with companies so that they use XRP. They try to work with banks and institutions so they can exchange money very cheaply. So, having a bank say, well, we need to wait 7 days before it gets to this other bank because it has to go through all of these ledgers and stuff like that. Well, why? Why don't you just go ahead and, okay, I'm using Ripple, I'm using Stellar, I'm using Lumens, I'm using XRP, whatever you're using, and say, hey, bam, bam. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if people use Dogecoin. It's like, hey, I just use Dogecoin here. Okay, bam, bam, because it is quick. I mean, so, I mean, it is what it is. But my point is that XRP have a lot of networks, and they have a lot of connections. XRP is going to be in the future. I don't know how dramatically it will be up there, but I do think it's going to survive. Now, I'm not like a huge XRP fan. I'm really not, to be honest with you. But I do believe that they are a solid project, and I do believe that they are needed within the market, because Swift is just not where it's at right now. Swift, there's so many different problems with Swift and all that good stuff. So, but anyway, I just want to talk about that now. Short rant. So I ran into someone yesterday, and I was telling a guy about cryptocurrency. No, I was laughing because I had read some news on cryptocurrency, which I'll make a video about that later. But anyway, he was like, oh, yeah. My buddy's been trying to get me into that. And he's like, well, I can't. I got kids. I got, bills to pay and everything else in between. And I get it. That's the issue that we're having right now, is because we're at a crossroads, especially some of us here in America. We're at a crossroads. All right, do I put extra money into the bills? Do I pay lights? Or do I pay for any kind of entertainment? Or can I put money into cryptocurrency? And so you shouldn't have to be making these decisions, but that's why it's important. That's why it's important to understand. I talked about this before in my other video about how to invest in cryptocurrency if you don't have a lot of money. And some of the times you either have to sell things that you already have and then put a little bit, even if it's $5, $10, $15 into a cheap project. I still think that that's better than going out and saying, okay, well, I'm going to go out and I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to party with my buddies, and you spend about $30 and you're like, well, that's my entertainment. But if you look at it, like, that $30 is gone. Like, you're never going to get those $30. Not even that, but I mean, I don't even know if you're going to remember what happened that night, unless somebody made a video. So my point is, this is not a video about against being drunk or anything like that. I'm just making a statement that if you want to invest in cryptocurrency, if you want to start doing things in which to help yourself, you really need to understand that sacrifices have to be made. I'll make a video and talk about some of the sacrifices that I personally made. And I haven't made, like, I don't make a lot of money, and I haven't invested a lot of money because of everything that I've been through, but I've at least been able to invest in something so that I can get, hopefully this bull run happens and then we can, start moving forward. Anyway, thank you guys very much for listening to this video. I know it's quite long. I always make long videos when it comes to stuff like this. I think it's doing everyone a disservice when you try to just gloss over certain things. I do think it's necessary, but you just can't always gloss over things. So we'll talk about a lot of things. Bitcoin, 41,000. Ethereum, 1,200. But anyway, you guys have a great day. You've just been hit with the crypto truth, and you guys have fun, but most of all, stay safe. Bye.